That is the main foundation. So come let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, remember, the key to success is working hard. For our country we must have regard. Forget all your differences, let we start to build. And onward to progress we surely will. Because now more than ever we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come let's work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come my brother, come my sister, and let us build a nation together. Oh, yeah, so much of things that we need to see about. Surely I do have to spell them out. Cause you know as well as I do, the only way is put in more effort and less play.
Come, my brother, come, my sister. Let us work together to develop Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique. Grenada belongs to all of us. This is our homeland, and we have a duty to make sure that it is better than we met it, that we leave it way better than we inherited it. So I want to welcome you wherever you are. I want to say to you that the dynamic hour is that opportunity on a Sunday where we engage in a meaningful conversation using radio and social media. I want to say further, we are without Vision Information Services. That's our Facebook page, right? So I want to encourage you to share the live. Those who are able to view the program on Facebook, on my personal page, please go ahead and share the live like you never shared it before, because something happened and we're fully aware of what is happening at this point in time, and we expected it to happen way before, but it did not. But they strike again, and as a result, we are out of Vision Information Services Facebook page. The Facebook page. That page is under review as we speak. So the thousands of people who normally get the program through Vision Information Services on Facebook will not be able to access the program. If you search for that page, it would show up blank. All right? So as a result, I am doing the program from my Facebook page under my personal profile, Kem Jones. and you have to help the people who normally get the program, on Facebook through Vision Information Services. Then once you share it, they'll be able to get it. They will know that the program is on. So YouTube, we're okay there as normal, right? So share the YouTube feed or link to as many people as possible who you know normally listen to the program using Vision Information Services. Those who have have me as a friend on Facebook, Kem Jones, you too must share the program plenty times so that the other people would discover it. That is how it works. So in other words, they will still see Kem Jones showing up or the live program that I'm doing showing up on their Facebook feed, and they will be able to access it from there. So I want to encourage you to share the YouTube feed, right? The YouTube feed. So again, Kem Jones on Facebook. If you go now, you will be seeing me on Facebook, Kem Jones. All right? That should be on. But when it comes to the Vision Information Services, that would not be on. So let me make sure, let me double check, right? Because I'm seeing more of the YouTube people. I'm seeing more of them on the live. All right. So, yes. So I'm actually on my personal page. That's Facebook, the personal page. Okay. I'm actually seeing that. So I want to encourage you to share the live so that more and more people can get to know that Vision Information Services, you will not be able to get me on that page for now. Maybe in the next couple of days or weeks, it might be restored. But for now, you're not able to get me there. All right? But that's not a biggie. That might only be a little hump in the road. Right? So those who believe they can succeed in causing our message not to reach where it's supposed to reach, you're joking. You will not succeed. I have had many difficult times in my 9 years on radio. I have had plenty challenges from NNP, from all different angles. So again, I am saying it's not a problem. All right? It's not a problem. So I want to encourage you to share the link. Share the link. Facebook, share the link there. Share it. Share the program. Those on my personal page and those on YouTube do the same thing. So we are on radio as normal. That has not been affected. We are on YouTube as normal. That has not been affected. We are on my personal Facebook page as normal. Normally, what I would do is share the link from Vision Information Services Facebook page to my personal page. So you're able to view if you are my friend on Facebook. But we are not able to use Vision Information Services, that page where we had about 18,000 followers, right, on that page. So people normally go back to that page to get the program, to be able to listen to the program. That is what they have been using. So I am saying again, it is important that you understand what is happening here. A lot of people who normally get the program on Vision Information Services, they will be looking at this point as I speak. All right? They will be looking for the program. They will not be able to access Vision Information Services on Facebook, but they will be able to access Kem Jones on Facebook to view the program, to follow the program. So I want to encourage you. You may have friends, you may have colleagues who get the program from Vision Information Services Facebook page. They will not be able to for now, but they can get the program on YouTube, on Vision Information Services, just by them looking or searching for Vision Information Services. They can get the program on my personal page, right? On my personal page. Somebody saying some people still cannot see you on Kem Jones. Yes, there will be people who will not be able to see me on Kem Jones, my personal Facebook page, because they're not my friends on Facebook. So you have to understand how the thing works. They're not my friends there, so they will not be able to see me there. All right? So they have to try YouTube or the page itself when somebody share the link. So again, just giving you a heads up, because a lot of people will be looking right now, hundreds of people will be looking for the program on Vision Information Services Facebook page. But we have encountered some problems there, and I kind of expected it long before, but I see about 10 people calling me there already. So let me just play a little music and share the link with them. All right?
Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come, let us work hand in hand, because this is our land. Come, my brother, come, my sister, and let us build a nation together. This also goes for every Trinbagonian who want to live in a foreign land. Now is the time to come home and do something, instead of staying out there and freezing. Because now, more than ever, we must show discipline, tolerance, and production to build a strong and better nation. I say that is the main foundation. So come, let us go hand in hand, because this is our land. Come, my brother, come, my sister, and let us build a nation together.
So again, just saying we are still on Facebook. Good. And they cannot stop 6 runs. They can't stop it. So we know the NNP supporters, they are upset with the fact that we are able to communicate with a lot of Grenadians home and abroad. We are able to reach our people with the message, and they will try and try and try to see if they can prevent that message from reaching great many people. But what we need to do is to show them that they cannot stop 6 runs. All right? So again, you need to help me in reconnecting with our listeners who rely solely on vision information services to discover the program, to listen to the program, to follow the program. You need to share the live on my personal page. So my personal page, Kem Jones, that's where the live is coming from on Facebook. If you share that on your actual page, your friends, your colleagues, other people, they will know that the program is still on. All right? So YouTube is all cool. Facebook, my personal page is all okay. The radio is normal. Right? So we're all cool there. But the Vision Information Services page, that page, you would not be able to get me there for now. Right? Pending a review. I don't have to explain in detail how this thing works. But again, it is important that you understand. And I told you in the past, the NNP will not go to sleep and just allow the NDC to peacefully govern or to bring prosperity and opportunities for our people. They will not. All right? So I am cognizant of the fact that the majority of social media viewers or listeners get the program through Vision Information Services. I am very much aware of that. So, because I am not able to do the program through Vision Information Services, a lot of people will not be able to view or listen unless you share the program on YouTube, on your page, or unless you share the program on your Facebook page from my personal page. That is the only how they will be able to connect, to discover, to get to know that the program is still on. So the people on radio, you're comfortable, you're okay. Nothing is in the way of you listening to me or getting to know what's going down. The radio is normal. Vibes 101.3 FM, Vibes 106.3 FM, and Wild 106.3 FM out there in New York. So that's normal, right? Because, folks, today's program is really to let you know that you can still get the program on social media, because over the weekend, a lot of people have been messaging me because they're looking for the uploaded program on Vision Information Services Facebook page. They were looking for it and they're not finding it. They're not seeing none of the programs, period, that were done through Vision Information Services on Facebook. All right? So I was able to send the link, the YouTube link for them. So they're still able to access the program on YouTube. And YouTube is really good because you can view me on TV. You're in your living room and you can put the program on from your smart TV, right? Facebook is important because there are people who on the go can just click and listen to the program on their smartphone or the iPad or that gadget that's mobile. All right. So again, I want to ask of you to share the YouTube link on your Facebook page. So if you go under the YouTube video that you're watching me on, right, you would see share. Subscribe. Firstly, subscribe to the YouTube channel, Vision Information Services. Subscribe. Become a member of. So click subscribe. All right. And what you need to do also is share. Share the link. If you're viewing me on Facebook, right? If you're viewing me on Facebook on my personal page, Kem Jones, please share the live. Click share because my Facebook page, personal page, only could accommodate 5,000 friends. But you have hundreds of thousands of people out there who use Facebook. And the only how we can reach them, or the easiest way to reach them, is to have a business page. That is what we had, Vision Information Services. But we know what transpired. We are not going to allow them to get the better of us. All right? We continue. We work around this with all that we have to get our message out. Right? So that's important. So please tell a friend, tell the people who depend on this program, who view or listen to this program using social media, specifically Facebook. Let them know about the page, Vision Information Services. You can no longer access it for now. Things might change in the next couple of days or weeks. But for now, you can no longer access it. If anything changes, then I will let you know. All right? But it's a good opportunity to grow our numbers on YouTube. It's a good opportunity for you to subscribe on YouTube, subscribe on for Vision Information Services, that page, and for you to share. So our numbers on YouTube will increase. Great. I want to say to you, the NNP is scared. They are desperately scared because all what they do is not working. All what they do is not working. And I could recall some years ago, they created a Facebook page just to attack Kem Jones. And they went after me with all that they got. And they still were not successful in breaking me or causing less people to follow what I do or causing the program to be less popular. They were not able to do that. In fact, our numbers grew. So what we need to do is to show them that we are resilient, that we are not easily shaken or broken. We are determined to defend our party. We are determined to promote our party. We are determined to defend this young government. We are determined to promote this young government. And nothing will stop that. And no one will stop that. So again, they are running scared because our message is resonating, is connecting with the ordinary man and the ordinary woman in Grenada, Carriacou, and PT Martinique, and also in the diaspora. We are speaking truth to power. We are letting you know about the good things that this government is doing. And we are not stopping with that message. So they came up with all kinds of little programs. They have their pundits on podcasts, on radio, pushing negativity, criticizing the government, trying to undermine this legitimate government. And yet, for all, they have not succeeded. They have not succeeded because there is a new mindset. There is a paradigm shift in our country where our people are more interested in positivity. They want good for Grenada. They want Grenada to prosper. They want Grenada to advance. They want Grenada to transform. And they are doing everything they can to make sure that happens. So the NNP is not able to stand in the way. They can't, because good things continue to happen with the NDC. In fact, our beloved Prime Minister was out there in his constituency as usual, right, with his people, his constituents, and he walked in the Chamflon area, the Vincent's area, with plenty people. It was really successful. And the community center will soon come to a realization.
The people of Vincent's St. David will soon have their first community center, a campaign promise made by Prime Minister and a parliamentary representative for the area, Honorable Deacon Mitchell. The project is being made possible through a grant from the People's Republic of China to the tune of US $110,000. During a community meeting held Thursday evening at the site of the old Vincent's Roman Catholic School, where the new community center will be built, Prime Minister Mitchell said the idea is to create spaces for training, education, community togetherness, and a disaster shelter in the event of severe weather conditions. The project is part of a wider initiative by the Prime Minister to refurbish where possible, to construct new community centers in communities throughout his constituency.
We were looking at finding, first of all, a location where we could have a community center. And quite a few of the residents suggested this site. And so I like to listen to the residents. And once they suggested this site, we promptly wrote Father and said to him, since we've begun the partnership in Belial, we see no reason why that partnership between church and state and community should not continue. And they graciously agreed in a similar vein to say that the site could be used for community development. So we are on a bit of a roll. I want to thank again publicly the church for agreeing to do so. And true to form, I immediately also reached out to His Excellency the Ambassador and said to him, we would like to continue the partnership between the people of China and the people of Grenada. And so we looked for a contractor, and this is important, we looked for a contractor who has ties with our communities and said to him, are you prepared to assist us in this project? Because it's not just the paid work, we're also looking for a lot of volunteer work. We're looking to make sure that we can get community support to come out and help with the community center because it belongs to us. And Dean readily agreed. I asked him to visit the site. He provided the estimates, and upon receiving the estimates, His Excellency indicated that this was a project that the people of China would be able to fund. And so, as you would say, we ain't sticking. We're moving right along, and so we're here this afternoon to officially mark and to communicate with the community that we intend to start this project relatively soon.
The People's Republic of China has been a reliable partner in development at the community and national levels. Ambassador Wei Hong-shen joined Prime Minister Mitchell on the community walkabout before heading to the community meeting. They visited families in Vincennes, Chamfleurs and Child Island. Ambassador Wei said his government is committed to supporting the people-centered development philosophy of Prime Minister Mitchell.
Chinese government and civil remain committed to be good friends and partners with Grenada. And China is ready to further enhance the bilateral relations and practical cooperation with Grenada, Calico and Petit Martinique. And China is ready to continue its support and provide assistance to Grenada within its capability.
A signing will be done before the end of June and work will commence shortly after. Contractor of the project, Dean Celestine, says it will take 6 months for the work to be completed and assures the community that it will be done to standard with good workmanship.
What we are aiming to do here, as you see, the site has already started in cleaning, and we are looking to do a little demolition of the old structure. We will come up with a new structure from the ground. We will do a first floor, and then we will do an upper floor where we will facilitate the community center. Later on, if we get a little funding, we may do downstairs where we can have, classes and so forth.
Right. So that there's a feedback from that actual audio, right? There's a feedback because that person who did that recording there was not actually doing it from the console or the actual microphone. So you realize that you're hearing the person speaking twice. All right, so that's their recording there. But you get the gist. The Prime Minister, he's in his constituency working hard for his people. In fact, the community center at Belial, that was refurbished, and I think they're almost to the end there too, because I remember my good friend Twin, the Twin, they told me that they were going to do some voluntary work to paint and so on that community center. Now, Vincennes, and I think they're doing some other community centers, which is really good, where they will be able to have events, activities, training opportunities, and so on, and it can be used as a hurricane shelter. You know that we are in the hurricane season, and that's something that you need to be cognizant of. We're in the hurricane season.
The National Disaster Management Authority and the Meteorological Office have hit the ground running with their education campaign for the 2023 Atlantic hurricane season. During a media engagement on Thursday, Disaster Coordinator Dr. Terence Walters said the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration predicts there will be 12 to 17 named storms, 5 to 7 of which are expected to become hurricanes, and 1 to 4 expected to become major hurricanes. He encouraged the formulation of family plans that will lessen the impact of disasters and give clear directions to family members on the way forward during and following a disaster. Each plan should include kits with supplies to last at least 3 to 5 days, including water, batteries, non-perishable foods, first aid kit, important documents, and medication.
We also encourage our citizens to update or create your family disaster plan. This plan will provide guidelines for your family on how to respond if there's a hazard or if there's a disaster, how your family should respond, things that your family can do to ensure that members of the family are safe. Now, one of the very important things is your disaster supplies kit. Items that you should have at home that will serve well for your survival. We encourage our citizens to invest in probably solar lights or a generator where possible, because in the event that we're impacted and we have to declare a disaster and there's no electricity, it would be important that we have some solar lights or a generator.
Acting Manager of Meteorology Jerry Tamer attributes this year's prediction of average to below average season to the emergence of the El Niño phenomenon and high sea surface temperatures. He explained how both can affect the hurricane season.
It suppresses storm development in our area. In some other areas, for example, the Eastern Atlantic, it would actually encourage. So in our area, which is the Caribbean Sea, the Atlantic Ocean, okay, it suppresses tropical storm development. And it does that by producing strong upper level winds, which actually literally cuts off the top of the storms. We call it shear. Okay? But this season is also a very interesting season for forecasters worldwide, because in the Atlantic Ocean, we are noticing very high sea surface temperatures. Now, the sea surface temperature is one of the fuels that drives the formation of tropical cyclones. And here we have a situation where we have abnormally high sea surface temperature, which we expect to encourage the growth. And yet still we have the El Niño phenomena, which suppresses the growth. So it is a battle this year of two figures.
The Met Office and NADMA continue collaboration with the Royal Grenada Police Force to ensure safety during and after disasters. ACP John Mitchell outlined the RGPF's response mechanism for the season.
We recognize that we need to continue every year to develop, to expand, and to ensure that we have it completely locked down with regards to our forward deployment positions. What am I saying? That there are certain locations that we think may be vulnerable, certain communities, the towns and so on, that may become vulnerable during those periods. And so police officers, including our special services unit, will forward deploy to these positions. So just in case you are cut off with regards to blockage of road and other issues, that we are already present in the most vulnerable communities. And so the public can be guaranteed that this year again, the police force is well poised, well prepared to be able to forward deploy so that you can feel comfortable that at least there are law enforcement officers, in particular in areas where the most vulnerable may be in our country.
Beautiful. So again, remember, it is the hurricane season and we are in the hurricane season. So you have to take precautions, put everything in place to safeguard you, your family, and your property. Also, you might be aware the Commissioner of Police that we know, and he has been around for a long time, he is now on pre-retirement, and we want to wish him all the best. All the best.
The National Disaster Management Authority.
Not that one. I want to bring a little piece there for you from his send-off. All right.
The Ministry of National Security and the rank and file of the Royal Grenada Police Force bid farewell to Commissioner of Police Edwin Martin as he hung up his cap after over 35 years of service to the force and the country. Mr. Martin proceeded on pre-retirement leave Thursday, June 1st, 2023. Don McKenzie is now the acting police commissioner. On Wednesday, Minister for National Security Prime Minister Honorable Deacon Mitchell hosted a special press conference to recognize the Commissioner's dedication and years of excellent service in leadership. Prime Minister Mitchell announced Commissioner Martin's replacement and other changes to the senior management of the force.
Deputy Commissioner of Police Don McKenzie will act as Commissioner of Police. There are two additional changes at the senior management. Mr. Jesmond Prince will be on contract for a one-year period, as well as Mr. John Charles. Mr. Prince will hold the title of Deputy Commissioner of Police during that period, and Mr. Charles, Assistant Commissioner of Police. But really this morning is primarily about the retirement of Commissioner Edwin Martin. I want to start by publicly thanking him for his long and distinguished career as a police officer. Being a police officer is a difficult job. It's a job of service and sacrifice, sacrifice to oneself, sacrifice to one's family, and service to the nation. And so I want to thank Commissioner Martin on my own behalf, on behalf of the Ministry of National Security, on behalf of the government and people of Grenada for his long and distinguished service to us.
Commissioner Martin said he is proud of his accomplishments and contributions to safety in Grenada and the development of the police force. He encouraged continued collaboration between the RGPF and the public.
I do believe fundamentally that the success and safety and security of Grenada has to do with a twinned cooperation between the RGPF and the members of the public. It is a relationship undeniably that we must continue to foster and build and champion if we are to remain the envy of the rest of the Caribbean as the safest rock in the Caribbean Sea. I really want to appeal to the police that notwithstanding my own departure, as is customary in our nation, that members of the public would continue to support the RGPF, and particularly now, more now than ever before, as my own safety transitioning into civilian life depends on the effectiveness of the RGPF. So I plead with you, the members of the public, to please support and give your support to the leadership, executive, and the officers in the execution of their duties. I am leaving at the head of the RGPF, have been promoted through all of the ranks, and I've also had the opportunity to be the president of the Association of Caribbean Commissioners of Police.
Acting Commissioner Don McKenzie assured the outgoing commissioner that his vision for the police force will be maintained. He also highlighted his focus moving forward.
My singular focus would be facilitating that operational posture that allows us to address the evolving nature of crime within our society. It is important at this juncture that I recognize the contribution of Commissioner Martin and his 37 years of dedicated service to the RGPF. The organization has benefited tremendously from your tenure, sir, and we thank you for your service. Your departure we will miss, and I think it's at this juncture, on behalf of myself and the men and women of the Royal Grenada Police Force, to wish you a happy and gratifying retirement.
Yes, folks, so again, just giving you that info there. It's important because, you know, people already start spreading all kind of rumors, but we are accustomed to that. The NNP is all about misinformation. They're all about, seeking to undermine what is happening in this country. So they will concoct stories and try to show that out there. But I'm happy that the government handled that really well, really, really well. And so far, the people who retired, they have been given a good send off. You look at the former cabinet secretary, for example, all right? And now you see in the commissioner of police and others. Because under the NNP, that didn't used to happen. They never had that kind of appreciation and that kind of ceremony, more or less, to thank and express appreciation to those folks. But we are seeing that happening today, and I must commend the government for doing that. That's the way to go. That's a smart move. If you ask me, a very, very smart move. I want to say, folks, you can now purchase tickets for the event online. You can purchase the tickets now. All right, not that. That's the wrong. That's the wrong pick there. Let me get the right one. All right, we made that. That was the wrong one. Let me make sure I get the right one for you. Let me get the right one. Yeah, so you can now purchase tickets for the event on August the 3rd on ridebuy.com. That's RYDEBUY.com. If you go there, you'll be able to purchase the tickets on that website. All right. So I want to encourage you to go there and purchase the tickets. Purchase the tickets for this event. It's the first event in a series of events geared towards coming up with the resources necessary to start a radio station. All right. We need to get our own radio station going. So again, just letting you know, right? So that's the flyer here. We made the correction to the flyer. So that's the flyer. And the tickets, it's 110 US or 300 EC. And tickets will be available at Ricky's Bar on Tuesday. On Tuesday morning, you can actually go there and purchase your ticket at Ricky's Bar on Hillsborough Street in St. George's. That's where I normally hang out. So you can purchase your tickets there. It's not hard to find. Everybody knows Ricky. It's close to Hankey's Computer Store. It's close to the market on Hillsborough Street. It's close to Cashways, within that Hankey's at the top, Cashways at the bottom, the old NCB Bank, that area there. So within there, Ricky's Bar is located. So you can actually go there and purchase from Tuesday. So remember, it's Kem Jones Appreciation Carnival Edition event, number 1. And it's geared towards getting our own radio station. It's a live band music. That's Solid the Band, one of the more popular and well-loved band in Grenada. That's Solid the Band. And Selector Beast, that's a very popular DJ also here in Grenada. So the event will be at Wildwoods Park. That's close to Fantasia Beach, Wildwoods Park. And I will put sign up so you can know on the day where the event will be once you are trying to locate the event. All right? So Wildwoods Park. And many people would know where Wildwoods Park is on Fantasia Beach. Remember, it's an all-white with a Hawaiian touch event. So it's an all-white event with, the Hawaiian, let's say, the palm tree on your t-shirt or your jersey or whatever thing you have, or the rose or the flowers or but it's an all-white event on close to the beach there, Fantasia Beach. And we are starting at 4 in the PM and we're going until about 10 or so. All right? Drinks and food is included. the price of the ticket, because remember, it's all inclusive. All inclusive. So you're getting everything there, music, food, and drinks as part of that. So remember where you can go to buy the ticket. It is RYDE, that's RYDE, buy, BUY.com. Once you go on that link, you can purchase your ticket online. Right? So that platform is run by Junior George, my good friend Junior George. So that's where you go. RYDE, RYDE, buy, BUY.com, and you can buy a ticket online. And the minute time you buy the ticket, I will know. Immediately, I will know. So again, I want to encourage you, go online and purchase the ticket way in advance. All right? In advance. So it makes things easier for me in terms of organizing for that event. If you are unable to make it to the event on Thursday, August the 3rd, please buy a ticket or two, a couple tickets, as a form of support towards this event, making this event a successful one. So I want to encourage you, if you're listening to me or you're viewing, remember the event is August the 3rd. That's Thursday, August the 3rd at Wildwoods Park. And it's a big people event, live music. You're going to enjoy some live band music and some DJ music too from one of the most popular DJ on island. The live band, one of the most popular live band on island, and local foods. That is something I need to tell you about. The food will be local foods. You're going to be enjoying oil dung, the tanya log, the manish water, the fried jacks, the fried fish, the stewed turkey, the pork, and the yard fowl, if you want to call it so, or the hard fowl, you're going to be enjoying the local stuff. That is what we will be doing. The provision and saltfish, that kind of thing. It will be a local touch to the event. And you're going to enjoy it. Drinks, everything will be there. So I want to encourage you. It's 300 EC or 110 US. If you unable to come, please purchase a couple tickets. Just go online and do that. But if you can make it, purchase the tickets, and I wish to have you there. A number of people told me they will be there. You're coming back to Grenada, or you're here in Grenada, and you want to be a part of the event. Please, if you want to purchase the ticket itself, had the actual copy, physical ticket, you can do so by Ricky's Bar on Hillsborough Street on Tuesday. So from Tuesday, tickets will be available there. All right? That's important. That's very important. So again, I want to urge you to support this event. The NDC also has a number of events. The NDC, they also have a number of events to celebrate the 1 year anniversary, and you must support that too. All right? You must support that too. So I want to encourage you to support that. You have, firstly, on the 16th, United We Dance, a celebration party, St. John's Anglican School, starting at 8 p.m. Starting at 8 p.m. All right, the St. John Anglican School. Then you have on the 21st, a national address by the Honorable Deacon Mitchell, at the Grenada Trade Center. So a national address by the Honorable Deacon Mitchell, our Prime Minister, starting at 7 p.m. on the 21st of June. The 22nd of June, the NDC will have a national town hall meeting at the Grenville Secondary School, starting at 7 p.m. On the 23rd of June, it will be a National Day of Prayer and Candlelight Vigil at the Las Vegas playing field, starting at 5 p.m. On the 25th of June, that's the Sunday, there will be a bingo, a massive bingo at the Grenada National Stadium, starting at 5 p.m. All right, a massive bingo. Go there and be a part of that. All right. So once I get more information on all events, I will share it with you. So I was able to pull that down from the NDC Facebook page and share that with you. All right. So folks, again, I want to thank you if you shared the program, if you shared the link, if you tell people about it so they could know that they can find the program on YouTube, they can find the program on Facebook, but under my personal profile, Kem Jones. All right? Not under Vision Information Services. We are not able to access that page. We are not able to publish stuff on that page for now, pending a review. So again, we will not let that, stop us from continuing to do what we have to do. We will not allow that to stop us. We will continue. And that is what we are doing. So the NNP folks, they believe that they score some victory, but they are not able to because we continue still. Because we know how they operate. All right? We know how they operate. A whole pile of them would do what they normally do. In fact, my good friend Junior George was affected, right along was affected by a similar thing in the past. All right? So, don't dig no horrors. We're on radio as normal. Thousands of people listen to the program on radio. So nothing ain't changed there. We're on YouTube and it's growing in terms of numbers, right? And we're on Facebook, but under my personal page. So people are going to discover, people are going to get to know within now and during the week. So I thought I should come on today and let you know that. So folks, have a wonderful day. Take good care. Peace and love. And I will be back with you tomorrow, God's willing, starting from 8 in the PM. Bye for now.
The proceeding was a paid program. The views expressed on this program are those of the host and guests of this program and not the views of this radio station.
Right. So bye for now, folks. Bye for now. I hope to have